Look, I'm gonna be real with you. I filed Chapter 7 bankruptcy around October 2025. And I'm sharing this with you guys because they explain why I actually took some time off and because it ties directly into some things that destroy many traders. Not the strategy, not the pressure, nor the ego, and trying to make the market fix real life money problems. So here's my backstory. When I was younger, I made some bad financial decisions, and that created a lot of debt. And debt doesn't just disappear, it actually follows you. So fast forward now, I got a family. I live in New York, and for those who live in New York, know that New York is super expensive. So I'm balancing my family expensive, my living expenses, and also old debt that's sitting on top of that. And I kept thinking to myself, at this pace, is it gonna take forever to clear all this debt? And it was also holding me back from doing things that I wanted to actually do with my family. So I tried to use trading to speed up the whole process. So in my head, it sounded very simple. Trade, make the profit, and then use that profit to pay the debt down faster. But here's the truth: when you're trading because you need money, you stop trading correctly. You start to actually chase, and chasing make you do things you normally wouldn't do. So, for example, I used to force trade, ignore warning signal, break the rules, hold losing trades too long, size up at the wrong time because I wanted the result now. And the worst part is you can tell yourself that you're actually being disciplined, which is bad. And secretly, you're actually trading emotionally. So, and also at that time, the market was super slow. It was less opportunity, fewer clean setups, and I was waiting a lot longer than normal or usual. So now I'm paying for platform fees and commission fees. But there wasn't enough like good chances to justify me being active in the market. And the combination of that pressure of your life and also a slow market, it would definitely expose your weakness as a trader. So I stepped back. Not because I was scared, but because I wasn't trading from a clear mental space. And I knew if I kept going in this direction, I'll either keep bleeding money or I'll build bad habits. So, during the time off, hopefully you guys will do the same thing. I locked in. I practiced, I studied, and I reviewed everything that I was doing wrong. And I also focused heavily on psychology because that was the major issue for me. I had time where I could be profitable, but the mental was messing with my profitability at times. So I took the break to rebuild how I actually look at the market, how I manage my risk, and how I handle the pressure. So now bankruptcy wasn't my first plan. I tried to, look for other options like debt consolidation, but I couldn't find anything I could really trust because when I was looking into debt consolidation, it kind of looked kind of scammy to me, but I don't know. So at that time, I just decided to go in the direction of filing for Chapter 7 bankruptcy. Now, to be honest, the other parties, I waited too long to take or make a move in this direction, because I really cared what other people was thinking or would think of me. I didn't want anyone to look at me like a failure. So as a man, or as a provider, that feeling can mess with your head. Even if your family isn't the one that's judging you, your ego would definitely eat away at you. And the pressure at this time really like weighed in on my trading. But eventually I realized something very simple. I'm not trading for opinions. I'm living or trying to trade for my family and for my future. So I went straight ahead and filed for Chapter 7. So me and my family could actually move forward from all this foolishness. After I filed, I'm going to be real with you guys. I felt a relief. It was like a weight off my shoulder. And when that weight dropped, I felt like I could see a lot of things much more clearer now. The market was much more clear and I could actually take a breather. And with that clarity of or the clarity of the mind, everything that I learned was actually sticking and making sense. So here's what I want you guys to take from this. Be honest with yourself and stop trying to look for perfect or to look perfect in people's eyes. If you need to reset, take that reset time. Take a break. You know, if your mind isn't right, your trading won't be as right as well, right? So this is what you need to do. You don't have to trade every day. Remember that you don't have to trade every day because not every day is going to present an opportunity. And if you're not feeling like right, don't take any trades. A lot of people lose a lot of money because they feel like they have to be in the market daily. Yes, it's okay to watch the, go in the market and probably watch how price action go, but you don't have to actually take a trade, and because you feel like you have to jump in the market all the time, that's that's not normal. That's just your ego, that's impatience, and that's your emotion, that's emotional trading. Now my approach is completely different when I jump in the market. I'm not trying to make thousand fast. I'm focused on building an actual foundation first. So that foundation is like building a cushion, because if you have no cushion, your trade is like you're basically trading out of desperation. So right now I'm trading demo. And I know some people might think demo is lame, but to me, demo is like a warm up session, like a warm up. A warm up session, like any athlete warming up before a real game. So I'm warming up my discipline, my patience, my execution, and my psychology. Because ask yourself, why burn real cash when you're still learning? When you can practice for free, and while you're practicing for free, you can stash that money that you will potentially burn in the market, and when you're ready to jump in, you have something to trade with. To me, going off that direction of burning cash early, that's backward. And I used to do the same thing. I used to be backward. And now I'm not using real money to actually trade the market. I'm actually using that demo to get me prepared. So, now I'm just looking to move a lot smarter. So here's my plan. I'm gonna practice on demo, tighten my strategy, follow my rules, and build consistency. Then when I'm ready, I'll fund a real life account with around like $5,000 and grow it like a small account challenge. Slow, controlled, and disciplined. So here's are some of my rules. My rules are gonna be as simple as possible. Small size, only A quality setup, clear stop rules, no chasing, no forcing, controlled risk, not emotional risk. That's what allow people to burn their account. So that's just my story. Bankruptcy wasn't the end for me. It was a reset. It helped me rebuild the right way. So if you're also in a rebuilding season too, financially, mentally, comment rebuild. And if you want to be right by my side, I show you my rules, my discipline, my psychology, and my growth, subscribe. We're doing things the right way this time.